tags, and it looks like he's going to be doing it again. So Amumu, it's the first time we've not seen Amumu banned in this whole tournament. Every single team has banned him. So this is the first time he has not been banned. Candy on Corki is very good as well. Pretty strong team from both sides, but SK, well, they were dominant before, weren't they? And let's see how it's going to turn out. So, as mentioned, it's going to be Nunu, obviously jungling, and Amumu jungling. So it's going to be Taric and Misfortune probably on the bottom lane. Malzahar, I guess, is probably going to be top. Rise, actually, Rise might be top. Was it Rise on it? Was that the game where Rise absolutely dominated? Was that Althor? I think it might have been when he was miles ahead in the farm.
Yeah, there was.
I'm thinking about 2 or 3 Mondays ago. Yeah,
EPS Germany semi-final.
That was against Gamedde, was it? No, they're playing each other in the EPS final, aren't they? These two teams.
Yeah, it was against Compito.
Oh man, it's been too many games.
Yeah,
I'm getting confused.
I'm
getting old.
Getting old. I'm confused.
So here we go. It is going to be Gamedde versus SK. Obviously, the second match. The first one went to SK pretty convincingly, it has to be said. Just like we just saw Against All Authorities versus Fnatic. First game has gone to Against All Authorities. That may well be following up this. I know they're going to be doing the bans and picks at 6:15, I believe. So
3 minutes.
Yeah, so they're going to have a little break and do the bans and picks, etc. So we're just waiting to see. They are miles apart. You can see it on the mini-map down the bottom right-hand corner here. Guys, if you are watching on League of Legends site, if you want a higher quality stream, you can get it on the ESL website. I'm not going to give it all out because it's it's pimping the Premier stream, which is about €2.
Yeah, it's not really expensive. I said this before, just to let people know that you can do that if you want to. I'm not going to sit here and say, "But it's so awesome." But obviously, it is better quality and it's not all that expensive.
But being there's 20 plus thousand of you watching at the moment, then I'm sure you might not all know the exact ins and outs of how it works. If you are watching, obviously, there's plenty of IRC channels out there. ESL.tv on QuakeNet is where a lot of people are watching it. This is the European game. And a lot of European fans, I guess a lot of American fans now as well, waking up to catch the beginning of the LOL EU qualifiers. Remember, this is for a place. Top 3 will be going to Europe. So I guess in that sense, you may be wondering about the grand final. What's it worth getting once you get there? Is obviously, it's all about seeding when you get there. I mean, bearing in mind, we're talking the top teams in Europe too. 2 Asian teams. I think one of them has already been actually sorted out. I'm not too sure. I can't remember the name of that. Obviously, 3 European teams, 3 American teams. So, personally, I'm expecting SK, Against All Authority, possibly Fnatic. That's the 3 I'm thinking may get there. Obviously, we've got the American side, you know, CLG, Team Solar Mid, possibly Rock Solid or Epic Gaming. You know, it's all going to happen. But that is happening, obviously, after, was it 9 Central European time?
Basically, as soon as we're finished here with the European qualifiers,
they're off.
The US qualifiers.
Freaking Rivington are going to take it away. So it's been the first time I've heard Rivington cast in LOL. I was obviously last time I saw him, he was doing StarCraft at World Cyber Games. So very experienced caster. So as it is, Nunu is trying to counter jungle and just catching a glimpse of Xylor there. So obviously both picked up the blue. You can see it on your screen. It wasn't really worth talking about the fact that they were both picking up their own blues because nothing tends to happen in the European level 1 fights. Xylor is being ghosted here by Farfane. Obviously not using Ghost to spell. What I mean is he's shadowing him. And he's going to come around the side there. Just sneaking around. You're not exactly sneaky. He's just... I'm hunting wabbits. Comes around the side. Gragas has pulled away, which is why he's backing up. Kevin's coming around the side there. So it is Brand versus Malzahar up the top lane. That's how it's working out. Rise versus Gragas in mid. They are going to pick up. But the fact that the whole team... Actually, they've switched. They've just switched. Needs to be careful. I think Kevin may have stole some of the experience of Xylor there. So they've just switched around. Althor now gone. Rake has gone mid to against Althor. So Brand versus Rise now mid. Actually, Malzahar's come bottom as well. They're switching back. So they're saying, no, you're not going away with that. We're going to switch back. So SK are now switched as well to keep the fact that it is Rise versus Gragas. And that's exactly the lane it was before. It was Rise Gragas where Althor completely dominated. And he's going to be running directly into Xylor here. He needs to be a little bit wary. I'll try and look at what's going on the bottom at the moment. There he does manage to get the bandage toss straight onto him. Got the tears going. He may well go down here. Althor's got the ignite goes on him. He does manage to get the stun on towards Kevin, but he's still got the barrel's going to go off. It will be first blood to Kevin. So A little bit overconfident there, I feel, and Ocelot comes around and Brand switches again with Gragas. So goes back down towards mid. Meanwhile, down the bottom there, Kevin Farfan has come around, trying to get on towards Corky. Sleazy is going to get the stun on him. I think he may have used it already. Candy's going to get away. So that is the bottom lane. I saw it just about starting off. So first blood goes to Gamedde.
Yeah, and actually we see Gragas coming back down now into this middle lane to go up against Ocelot's Malzahar. So, and they were switching left, right, and centre at this stage, but that's definitely a +1 for Kevin in his eyes, I guess, taking out that first kill, obviously onto Althor, who's now already returned up into his top lane, and will proceed to farm away. And it's a nice little early start from Gamedde. Obviously, in the last match, they showed some real promise at some points, and there were maybe even points where you could say they were in a position where they could have come back for the victory there. But now, in the end, SK managed to get it together, managed to sort themselves out, and finished it off for the 1-0 victory. Now we'll have to be seeing if Gamedde have got what it takes to win this game straight up. Otherwise, of course, they will be going down into the lower bracket.
Yeah. So Candy and Nif have been pushed pretty heavily at bottom here. So. Wicked is doing a strong job with Sleazy as well, I might add. Obviously, Corky's had to Valkyrie away a good few times and he's got 0 mana left, really. Just levelling up there. So just trying to keep him away, really, from the gold. And let's have a quick look. 26 to 32. So Misfortune with a slight advantage at the moment. And the level advantage was with Rake. But I think Rake immediately ported back as soon as Althor returned to lane. So, yeah, he's been back and bought boots. He'd got a 2-level advantage. He could have tried to push that advantage maybe, but I guess he needed to buy. Ocelot does manage to get a barrel in his face, as well as a bandage toss and a quick tantrum from Xylor. So, along with that barrel, obviously bouncing off his head, so he's backed away. Only the boots so far for Ocelot, so he's not been back to buy yet. Xylor, in the meantime, is going to continue on farming in the jungle. Rise is now making a trip down towards Kevin, and I don't think they're going to get him. He's got a lot of hit points. Yeah, he's already been back. It's warded up. He's got himself 2 Doran's rings now and a pair of boots, as well as those pots and wards on him. So I guess we're going to see lane switches again. Yes, we are.
Althor really wants to play against Gragas.
Yeah, he really does want to play against Gragas, and surely just going to roll the barrel out. Problem with Gragas, he gets to get the stun down. He gets a lot of damage, puts the ulti down, gets the ignite, and that's going to be the finish of him. And well, Althor, well, you may think you can take on Gragas, but when Kevin's been fed a little bit, that's what he's going to do to you. And Althor completely trolled out of that one. I think he was being a bit too confident. Meanwhile, at the top there, because he Malzahar had a good go at Rake, but that's going to be the turret getting quite a bit of damage on it as well from Kevin there. Meanwhile, Corky down the bottom is trying his best to continue pushing this creep wave. As Farfan has had to back away to cover off the mid damage on that turret. Took 500 hit points off it, so fair play to Kevin. He's 2-0 up now, so it's actually starting well for Gamedde. Remember, the last few games we've seen SK, they have completely dominated lane phase, so really this actually, with all this swapping around, is kind of knocked them out of their rhythm. And obviously, the longer the time they're spending going up and down this river while there's minion waves there, they're losing experience, losing gold. And it's just not worked for Althor. That's twice he's been caught out in a switchover. Yeah,
and they just can't let that happen, in all fairness. I mean, they give too much to Gragas. It could be a little bit nasty there as Sleazy and Nif just meet heads as Sleazy sticks a ward down. And, yeah, we're seeing now the blue buff just being picked up by Althor on Rise. And, again, he's playing very, very aggressive. And obviously, Gragas with plenty of health at this stage. He has got double Doran's ring, got himself his Sorcerer's shoes already. And next barrel's going to pop these last 3 minions and give Kevin even more gold. Actually, he's not even going to bother with a barrel. Save it for Althor instead. Nicely done. And obviously, he is 2 levels above Althor now. He's Kevin in that middle area. And it looks like he's going to go for a bit of a wander. Maybe try and catch Malzahar out. Ocelot's actually started to come back. So I guess that Althor had already called in that middle area was missing Gragas. And Ocelot's playing this one very defensive. He's gone all the way back, actually. And we've got a bit of action going on down bottom. Wicked down to less than half HP, as is Corky. Of course, being played by Candy in this match. And Mumu's just hanging around there, maybe looking for something, but the position that they're in right now, I don't think he's really going to get anything in the air. He's actually decided to move away from there.
Yeah, so Wicked was trying to get a lot of damage onto Candy there. That's what was happening while they were going up and down the river. Actually, Tarek managed to get a stun down on him, so it's pretty balanced at the moment. But Candy gone for 2 Dorans and the boots, whereas Wicked's actually been back and got himself that BF sword. So see that early advantage he had, which is what they're going to push onto Candy. Candy needs to be careful here. They're going to try and finish off each other off. And Candy is going to be the victim, and Wicked may well go down here. Oh, he's on absolutely nothing. He does get taken down by Sonic. Sonic backs away. Zyler also coming in there as well. So both attack damage carries being taken down, but unfortunately for Gamedde, it was Wicked that got the kill. Was it Wicked that got the kill? I didn't see whether it was. Yes, it was. He got 1 kill. So yeah. But unfortunately, it was Sonic that got the other kill. So Sonic getting the gold's not quite as handy as Corky getting the gold. Ocelot getting a barrel in his face.
Yeah, they've switched lane again, middle and top.
Yeah, they're getting good at switching lanes. So.
Oh, that's a nice ulti, actually. Ocelot's been brought out. He's put the exhaust down. We'll actually put the pull in as well. And look at the health being drained away from Kevin. And that was nicely done by Ocelot. And he was, I think, a little bit unlucky, in all fairness, not to pick up that kill. He'd pop the health pop mid-fight as well, just to give him that little extra boost. And we'll see Gragas actually go home. He's out of mana. Health really, really low. Not much that he's going to be able to do. Ocelot's going to do the same.
Yeah, Althor porting as well in mid. It's actually full hit points, full mana and porting back, which is a little bit strange. I thought he'd maybe blown a bit of mana onto those minions before going back. So he's got himself the Tier of Goddess, and he's going up towards top lane. So Malzahar goes back towards mid. They really want to keep these lane combinations the same, don't they? Farfan getting a little bit of damage on them there, but he consumes a minion and easily heals back up. Wicked, in the meantime, has not been aboard anything, because I guess he's saving up for something then, because I don't recall him having he had the boots before, so he hasn't really been aboard anything in that kill that he did get onto Candy, as he continues to put a load more damage down on Candy. Needs to be careful, because he's got that phosphorus bomb on him, which is why he was missing a lot of his shots there. Wasn't really doing much on towards Candy. Meanwhile, at the top, it is Althor getting pushed by Kevin. Needs to be a little bit wary of the ulti used by Althor to try to blow as much as he can on towards Kevin. Kevin got a brilliance potion actually on him now, as well as a health pot running. Going to come around the side, roll that barrel through almost predictably as Althor just comes in and out, farms with that Q. Valkyrie used down the bottom by Candy. He's trying to get out of the way of Nunu, I think it was, that came down to try and help him. Meanwhile, you can see that up in the top there. Oh, beautifully done. Ulti's going to land. Oh, is he going to get the stun down in the West? He will, and that's going to be Althor going down. Really nicely bounced by that ulti, straight in towards Raikou. Got himself set up. I don't think he quite landed the stun how he wanted it to, though, Brand there. But that is a double kill. Kevin, sorry. I think his 3rd kill. Where is he? Kevin. That was his 2nd kill. He got an assist in one. Oh, Brand finished it off. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, I mean, they are doing very well. Considering all this swapping about, left, right, and centre, they are really coming out on top. It's the first time, I think, versus SK, that I've seen a team coming out on top for a long time, in fact. First time. So, it's actually working out well for Gamedde. And remember, they do need to win this game to keep in the upper bracket. We are in the round 2. It is technically the... It's not the semi-finals. I don't know. It's upper bracket semi-finals.
Semi-final.
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah, technically. I don't know.
Upper bracket round 2.
It gets all complicated when it's double elim. I get confused. But you can check it all out. It's on LeagueOfLegends.com. The brackets and schedules are all on there of what's happening. If you're looking at the stream on the League of Legends website, look to the right-hand side and you shall see that schedule. And just scroll down and you see the brackets. So it's all there. So 13:20 in. Dragon's surely going to be coming into play any second now, which looks like what they're starting to position for. Althor, Ocelot and Farfan all down here, so I guess a dragon will be the next item on the agenda.
Yeah, there is a ward there actually from Game, so they'll know if and when that all happens. Right now, Ocelot in the middle area. He's going to start to work his way in there. Kevin's actually hanging around Xylor as well. The question is, will they go for this one? And actually, a bit of action being exchanged. Ocelot is going to get himself away, and there's the ulti from Brand and also from